Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Ted Carr, and I'm going to share with you how I've been able to create a really simple system online that allows me to generate low ticket monthly recurring revenue customers using Skool, and then how I'm able to upsell those clients into high ticket clients. So, as you can see on the screen, as of June 14th to June 19th, I've been able to generate all of these low ticket subscriptions without trying. Like it's just set up on autopilot now. It's very, very cool. So check it out. Here's how it works. Starts off on the left and moves to the right. So on the right, this is a high ticket client, and then down here is a $49 a month customer or member, if you will. So those are the goals, right? Either become a high ticket client or become a $49 a month member. How do we make that happen? Well, it starts on social media. You can post this on TikTok, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, wherever. So I happen to use Instagram a lot and Facebook a lot and YouTube a lot. So I post on social media and I post the same stuff everywhere, because here's the rule with social media, I found at least. If it's worth posting anywhere, it's worth posting everywhere. If you're going to make a cool video for YouTube, you might as well put it in your email, in your school community, and in your TikTok and LinkedIn. Just put it everywhere. So the platform doesn't really matter. You don't need to be platform focused anymore nowadays. It's just think in terms of distribution. So make the piece of content and put it everywhere, blast it everywhere. You should hire a VA or hire someone on your team to repurpose content and just blast it everywhere, including email, including your school community. Put it everywhere. That content then drives people to a freebie. Here's a very simple two-step funnel freebie that I send people to. So it's just a simple page like this. Ask the question, hey, do you want this thing that I know you want? If so, put your name and email in down below. So name and email, they put it in down below. What happens next? They arrive on a thank you page. This thank you page says, hey, the free thing that you just asked for, it's on your inbox. It'll be there in 10 minutes. But if you don't want to wait, just get it instantly inside of my school community, plus alongside all my other trainings that are designed to help you reach your goal. Click that link or click here, boom, takes them to the school community. But they're also now on my 52-week email sequence. I call it a 52-week email sequence because I think at a bare minimum, people should be getting one email a week from me. I've been developing this now. I'm turning it more into like a 365-day email sequence. But either way, they're getting emails from me regularly. And the emails are divided up into like three types of emails. One type of email that gets sent out is just purely a client win, a client success story, client example. Sam Alvin does a lot of this with Skool. He's like, here's how so-and-so's making 500 grand a month on Skool. Here's how Ted's making 50 grand a month on Skool. So Sam does a lot of those client success type of emails. So it's a combination of those, just showing people that it's possible, but then it's also showing people how to solve a problem that they're having. So it's like, hey, do you have trouble getting leads? Here's how to solve that problem. Do you have troubles getting views on your content? Here's how to solve that problem, right? Just problem-solving emails. They're super helpful. And then the other one is like overcoming objections, like telling people a story about how you once had an objection that they had and how you overcame it and how your life is better now as a result. So for example, you can send out an email, something like, I used to be afraid of using credit cards, or something like that. And you talk about how using a credit card is actually very beneficial because it allows you to do things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do, yada, yada, yada. Just an example. So you just overcome objections with those emails. And they work very, very well, because then by the time someone gets on the phone with you, they don't have that objection anymore, and boom, they're in. So email sequence divided up into those three types of emails. Those emails send people to the free school community if they haven't joined there already, although they should have, because the thank you page asked them to, right? But if they didn't join here, totally fine, because the emails at the end of every email or throughout the email, you're going to be pumping them to the free school community as well, giving them links to go watch the video that you send an email or whatever it is. But you're always sending back to the free school community. So before we move any further, before I talk about the rest of this flow, I just want you to understand that the way to grow your school community is not to talk about your school community. The way to grow your school community is by posting on social media, actually valuable videos that are helpful and easy to watch, that send people to a free thing, and that free thing helps them solve a problem or get them closer to a desire. That then sends them to a thank you page that says, hey, it's in your email in 10 minutes, but if you don't want to wait, then join my free school community. That's how you join a free school community. That's how you grow a free school community. It's very, very simple. It starts on social media, and it sends them to the school community as a way of getting the free thing. Then they also happen to be in your email sequence, hopefully. And that then redirects them to the school community more so. Once they're in the school community, here's where the magic happens. In the school community, they're going to get an auto DM from you. right? Sam set it up so that Skool allows you to auto DM new members just like that. From that DM, a conversation is started. From that conversation, hopefully it goes awesome, it goes well, and you're able to send them a calendar because they've agreed to get on a call with you, a quick 10, 15-minute call. So they open the calendar, they book a call with you, they get on a 15-minute discovery call with you. And then from that discovery call, if they sound like a good fit, if it sounds like something that they want to pursue, they want to work with you further, your high ticket program, you're like, cool, I'll book you into a longer call. We can map out a much more of a game plan. So you book in a strategy call. Before they get on the strategy call with you or your team, they get an FAQ document from you. So we've just got a Google Doc with all of our questions that they ask. And the cool thing with FAQ, or one tip for you for an FAQ, is write out all the questions people could possibly have about your program, put it in there, and then put like the most important, powerful questions at the start. And then throughout, you also link to your testimonials, which we link back to our free Skool community and success stories. But answer all your questions. Just like, don't care about how they're written. Just even voice record them. I voice recorded all of my answers initially. Then I sent it to a copywriter. He rewrote it and made it so it like reads more like sales copy. So that's a huge tip for your FAQ. Don't try and write your FAQ to be perfect. Just voice memo out all the questions, all the answers you get, and then send it to a copywriter to make really, really good. Or nowadays, you could probably use ChatGPT. And then from there, they can potentially become a client. Now, if they can't afford being a client, which, statistically speaking, most people won't be able to afford your high ticket program. That's just, one of the laws of the universe is typically like, 20 to 50% of the people will be able to afford to be your client or will become your client. What do you do with the other, 80 to 50% of the people? Well, in the past, we've just said, okay, sorry, try again later. You follow up with them in a few months, see if they have the money, see if they're interested. But nowadays, we don't do that at all. Nowadays, we get off the call, we finish our strategy calls with, this is actually crazy to say, we finish our strategy calls with a 90% close rate. 90% of our strategy calls end up in a sale. Not a high ticket sale necessarily, but a sale of some sort. So either a high ticket sale or a low ticket sale. And I'll show you how we get the low ticket sale from the strategy. If somebody can't afford the high ticket program, we say, no problem, totally understand. But because this is something that you really, really want to do, and although it might not make sense or you might not be able to right now, it also doesn't make sense for you to do nothing at all, right? And so what I can do is I can actually hold that discounted rate for you, because usually we offer them a discounted rate if they buy on the call. We can hold that discounted rate for you if you want to put down a monthly deposit. And that monthly deposit will get you instant access to all of our coaches, all of our weekly calls, our audits, our feedback, our community full of our paying clients. It'll get you access to all of our future workshops and everything that you need to really get the sort of results that you're looking for on your own. And that monthly deposit is just $50. So they're thinking, okay, well, I'll put down the deposit for this thing that I really, really want, and I'll get access to all this cool stuff. And so that's how we pitch the $49 a month group. We used to say like, oh, you can't afford the high ticket thing. How about you get this low ticket thing instead? It's not as good, but it's still pretty good. We don't do that at all anymore. Now we just label it as a deposit, and we're able to get signups every single day like that. Because every time we get on a strategy call, 90% of the time they're either paying high ticket or they're paying for their low ticket. So that's pretty cool. Now, the other way people join the low ticket community is in that 52-week email sequence. Every now and then, you're going to promote a paid workshop. And you're going to say, hey, this workshop, you can either do this live or you can do it recorded. It doesn't matter. This workshop is amazing because it helps you solve this problem, this problem, this problem, and helps you get closer to this desire, whatever that is. And it's only $50. Or you can actually get access to this workshop for free on a 7-day trial of our membership. And inside the membership, you also get instant access to all of our other workshops that we've done that we charge $50 for. So most people are like, hey, well, I'm not going to pay $50 for this workshop. I'll just pay, I'll just get in on the free trial and get the workshop that way. So they get in on the workshop, or they sign up on the free trial, and then most of them stick to the past the 7 days and then start paying $49 a month. So this is the flow, just like that. And it's color coded. Right? Blue means a human is required. Yellow means you kind of set it and forget it. And then green is when you make the cash. And someone asked me the other day, they said, Ted, how come you say your free Skool is kind of set it and forget it? And that's because my free Skool group is, I don't really do much. It's very much self-managing. Like I rarely come in here and need to like do anything besides, I treat this like a social media platform. I treat this like a, like my Instagram feed. I'll treat this like my YouTube. I'll just upload stuff. People think it's a big deal to have a community you need to manage all the time. You need to hire a manager. We don't have a manager. Like, the people in here are very, very much self-managing. So that's the flow. This flow works incredibly well. It's incredibly simple, as you can see. Can you soup it up and add some extra automations to it? Absolutely. In fact, what I've shown you here is like the skeletal version of what we actually do. There's a bit more what we do, like we send like reminders when they book in on the calendar. We send them, we use ManyChat and social media. So if we say like, send me a DM with the word school, and I'll show you how I use school to make profit. When they send us the word school, we use ManyChat to like initiate that first part of the conversation, and then our setter takes over. There's a whole bunch of other little nuances, things that we use like Zapier and whatnot, but that's well outside the scope of this video, and it's not necessary by any means. You could just use what's in here and make a lot of money. So that's that. If you're interested in setting something like this up, I recommend starting with creating a free school community where you're not charging anyone to join. If you're interested in setting up that free school community with me or my team, we'll do it for you completely for free. Just send me a DM with the word school and give me a bit of information about what you want to create, and then we can hop on a Zoom call together. I can set that school community up for you completely for free at no cost, because you'd be using my affiliate link. And right now I'm one of Skool's top affiliates because people use my link, and then my team helps them build out their school community so that's optimized for this flow exactly. And if you do also use my link, you'll also get free access to my $49 a month school community for as long as you're an affiliate. So you get ongoing coaching from me and my team, so long as you use my affiliate link. So yeah, if you like this flow, you want this set up for free, send me a DM with the word school, and we'll be in touch. All right, ciao for now. Peace.